the fragmentation, the gap here is outside your partition. This is your partition. The gray color is your partition. Okay, your partition. So the white color, the pre-block, the pre-partition block is actually outside your gray color. That's why we call X.
Hello, Zhonglu.
Hi. Yeah.
我要 make 你 host 还是 make co-host 啊
Make co-host.
？OK， 那你应该可以 access 到了。
啊，OK，我看到有人在等。
来，那个等一下先。
啊，就是等下我看我 presenter view 先。Okay. So, hello everyone. Welcome to our MPU Endemic Finance Talk conducted by our MPU course mates who are studying managing personal finance this semester. And today we're going to be talking about how to manage your finances, especially in an endemic environment. So we really appreciate you guys all coming out today, this morning, to listen to this talk. So some keynotes before beginning, we want to remind all the Utarians to remember to fill in the forms, the sign in and sign out form, because we are only able to give USSDC points to the people who fill in both forms who are Utarian. So they will be sending out the forms every like 3 to 5 minutes to ensure that everybody who wants to get the USSDC points will get them. So make sure to fill those out before you leave. And during the talk, please refrain from opening your mics or distracting the speaker during the presentation. And but that doesn't apply for the Q&A sessions, obviously. And the questions, if you have any questions, you guys can just keep those in mind. And intermittently among the chapters of which Mr. Yong's going to be talking about, he's going to stop for a while and ask if anybody has questions. And if you do, then just raise them up and you guys should be good. We want more interaction and more questions, so questions are always welcome. And finally, get ready to learn something new about managing finances, especially in an endemic, from somebody who's very qualified in that field. So I want to introduce our speaker for today. So this is Mr. Yong Chu-Yu, who is the founder of Money and Life Academy. And he is also a certified corporate trainer, licensed financial planner, and also a book author. And besides that, he also has 10 years in IT and computer engineering. So that is a brief. We're going to get to know him very, very soon. And yeah, I'll just pass the mic on to Mr. Yong to start his presentation.
Okay, hello everyone. Okay, good morning or good afternoon to everyone. Okay, so thank you for invitations to share about financial planning in this endemic. Then let me share my screen. Wait, yeah. So okay, so I believe that you should be able to see the screen. Okay, so this is the topic of the day. Okay, so I hope that active participations from you is very important, because whether this is a good learning, is a wonderful session or not, actually every one of you contribute about 40%. Okay, once you do your part, then I will do my part also. Okay, so remember, if I ask anything, you just type in the chat box, or if you got any questions, you also can type in the chat box. I will monitor it from time to time. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Okay, because actually today I'm not only cover the financial planning, I also want to talk about career planning and also your dream. So because it's very important to every one of you, so I will cover two parts. The first part is about career planning, and the second part is about the financial planning. So let's start with the first one about career planning. Let me share my story. So can I ask around, what is your dream? Okay, can you share what is your dream in the chat box? Okay, while waiting for you to type in the chat box, I will share mine. Okay, my story about this dream, my dream. So I think as usual, or as per many of the primary school students, most of their dream are they want to become a teacher. Okay, I believe quite a number of you also share the same dream with me. Yes, during that time, I also planning to become a teacher. Then one of my tuition teacher asked me that actually you should go further, become a lecturer. Then I asked her, what is the qualifications to become a lecturer? Then she told me that you need to have degree, master holder and above. That's why I straight all the way from degree until master. But something very funny is actually my degree master is on computer science than the master in computer engineering. It's totally different from what I'm doing now, more on financial planning, okay, in the financial industry. Okay, then I really go all the way until the dream that I go moving towards. Okay, then about 5 or 8 years ago, I saw a title called Asia Top 8 Speaker. In Mandarin, we call 亚洲八大讲师. Okay, I like this title very much for no reason. It's like McDonald's. I love it for no reason. Okay, if you are McDonald's fans, you know lah. Okay, so that is the dream. What is your dream? Okay, that is very important. Let's have a look. Okay, 3D, become rich. Okay, I saw your comment. Okay, stress-free. Okay, yeah. Okay, that is very important to know what is your dream. So a lot of time you should dream big. Okay, because how large your heart is how large your stage is. So what are you going to accomplish in your life is very important. You need to set a high goal. Okay, bigger goal, very, very big goal or dream. That is very important. Okay, then, so I want to become a international speaker. Then you need to look back. The first question is what? Okay, what you want to become in your life so that you won't regret when you leave the world. So I want to become an international speaker. Then why? Why is very important. Like what I mentioned in the second slide. You want to become international speaker. What is the reason behind? Because after you answer what, then you should answer why. That is very important. Why? Because this why will keep you going. No matter what kind of struggle, what kind of challenge that you face. Okay, so always bring up. You must have a very strong why. Why you want to become this. Your dream, your goal. So that it will continue, encourage you. When you live, you face any challenge in your life, you will continue. So it's very important to know what you want to become in your life. If you're not sure yet, it doesn't matter. Keep searching, okay, until you get one. And maybe now you're still very young, you still don't know, or you already have one, you still remain the same. It doesn't matter. Maybe after 10 or 20 years you change, it's okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, because every phase of our life we change is very normal. Okay, because of the circumstances, the environment that we are facing. Okay, so always we want to ask what and why. Then of course we also have other 5W, how, where, and when. But the most important still go back to what and why. Okay, that is very important. So you must ask yourself based on my story, my code. Okay, so I will encourage every one of you, go and buy this book called Strength Finder. Okay, after you purchase this book, you will be given a link. From that particular link, you are required to answer the questions. Each question, 20 seconds only. So if you keep on thinking, you will jump to another question. Because whatever you answer within 20 seconds is very true. It's something that nature out from you. Okay, you think too much and that is not true self about you. Okay, so this is mine because I worked in a MNC before. So our manager asked us to buy this book because they want to know our strength. So it's very important to know your strength. From here, This is the analysis. Of course, a lot of comment, feedback from your friend, from your colleague, from a speaker, from your teacher or whatever, whoever deal with you, whatever comment from them, it will form your characters, your strength about you. From there, you know more about yourself. So that is very important. Okay. So look at this. My top 5 strengths. They will recommend a top career which can utilize your strength. Then if you go for that particular career which can utilize your strength, you will feel very easy. You can do it naturally. Okay, it's something that utilize your strength. You can do it easily, very stress-free, like what one of our participants asking. Okay, we can have a look for communications. Communication is one of my top strengths. Okay, together with learner. That's why it makes me a good speaker. Okay, then so it's very important. What is your differentiations? Okay, let's say I'm the speaker. There are 10,000, 20,000 speakers around. What makes me different? Okay, you must differentiate yourself out, even as a lawyer, as a teacher, as a speaker, as a whatever career that or whatever dream that you become, even a super rich. Okay, you must find your uniqueness. You must find your differentiation. This is how you differentiate from other people. So I accumulate my own differentiations based on the feedback from people. Okay, like sincere, friendly, people-oriented. My presentation style is very easy to follow, understand, interactive, informative, motivated, etc., etc. All of this based on all the comments from people that I work with, and it will create your differentiation so that it will make you stand out from others, and people only see you instead of other people. Okay, you must understand in your same career, there are 10,000, 100,000. Under the globalization, there are more than that. It can be a same career, 100,000 people, same profession. Even some people even have same experience, more experience than you. Then you must find your uniqueness. What is your differentiation? You need to dig further. Okay, something that you can offer while others cannot. This will make you stand out from others. Okay, so these are all the comments from all the feedback from those who attend my class before, from the speaker perspective, presentations, and even content. So you need to look on your own so that you can find your differentiation and utilize that. Try to express this out. Let other people see it. Okay, that is very important. Place it under the spotlight. Okay, so I graduate from UPM master in 2006. So I start to work under IT, under one Japanese company. Then I start to move my career to financial planner. Then I start to contribute a lot of article, news intermediary, commentary, and etc. A lot of media exposure, especially in a Chinese magazine. Okay. Then gradually in 2016, actually I'm licensed financial planner that time also. Then I switch my focus on education because I believe that education can change a person's life. That is my path. Okay, so now I also publish my book. So this will lead me to another phase of life. Now, actually starting from last year, I start to teach Philippine financial profession, the professional certificate. Before that, I teach professional certificate in KDU, in Penang, in a few college. Okay, so that is my career. The first 3 years is very tough if you base on the income that you can see from that. First 3 years very tough. So if you want to go for on your own, your entrepreneur, something start out that you are looking for, it will take you at least you need to allocate some time and some money for that. And especially the first 3 years is very, very tough. Okay, so that is the journey that I went through until today. Okay, so one day when I decide to go for, because I'm from Penang. So if you are from Penang, you can type Penang in the chat box. At least I know you're from Penang. Then we can coffee together later. So when I want to go for KL and Ipoh, okay, Ipoh is smaller market compared to KL, but KL is bigger, okay, but a lot of competitor. When I talk about competitor means a lot of speaker around. So we need to compete each other. if you want to go for blue ocean strategy, it means that you need to do something differentiation than other people so that you can stand out among so many people. Okay, then I share this with my teacher. Then my teacher told me something. It really changed my mind. He said, honest is the blue ocean strategy that make you standing out among so many. Your differentiation, your specialty about you, your uniqueness about you. It doesn't mean need to be something hard skill or whatever that you feel. It can be a personal value that people feel so sincere about you, so honest about you. And this will make other people remember you forever. And they won't remember other people. They just remember you because your personal value, because of your personal characters, behavior, the attitude. Okay, so that also, I want to use this as a good comment to share every one of you. Okay, honest is the blue ocean strategy. Make you stand out among so many. So what is your value? What is your positive value? What is your uniqueness? So that people only see you. Okay, so that is very important. Even as a student, also the same. Okay, so for Warren Buffett, also very focused on when he want to hire someone. Okay, when you want to hire someone, he say, I'm looking for 3 characters. The first one is integrity, doing the right thing even no one watching on you. What is right, what is wrong? Based on your role and your position, you know better. Okay, intelligent and high energy level. So if you don't have the integrity, okay, for intelligent, you can do something wrong also. Okay, with the high energy level. So he's very scared of people that who only have intelligent and high energy level. It must combine these 3 together. Integrity is the core. Okay, so he also said honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. That is very true. Okay, then, so after you know your strength, okay, it's very easy for you to grow into your passion. Okay, do you know your passions? Can you share what is your passion? Okay, when the time, if you don't know your passion, no need to worry. Okay, passion is something far beyond than interest. Okay, it's something far beyond. Okay, I'm also the financial planner for myself. Oh, good, good, good. So passion is something far beyond interest. Okay, passion is something that you're doing and you keep doing until you forget to eat, forget to sleep. And you keep, even you face some problem or struggle, you still have the passion, you still have the energy to continue. That is called passion. Okay, so you must know your strength. Okay, from the strength, you can grow into your passion. And with the strength and the passion, doing something that the world, the people need it, that is the best combination. That is the best combination. If not, people are not paying it, it's very hard for you to survive, except that you have a rich dad, okay, or rich mother, okay, or rich grandfather, grandmother. Okay, if not, you need to have combination of your strength, your passions together with the what kind of thing that the world needs from you, the service, fixing the problem. Okay, so from today, go and look for what is your strength. Then combine with what the world needs. What the world needs, it can be something that you passion, because some of the passion can convert into a business or career. Like one of my friends, she went for yoga, for exercise, for healthy purpose, to improve her health. Then after that, she become a yoga instructor. So that is how they convert passion into a career. Okay. Yeah, we all can be a financial planner as well. Yeah, correct. Okay, but you must equip yourself with education first, experience. Okay, then you know all the tools, how to do it, plan it. Okay. Then, okay, yeah, 2 of them, okay, are from Penang. Then, fixing the problem. Okay, like Alibaba, they want to fix the problem for SME who are unable to publish their product to the overseas. Okay, after China joined the world trade. the party. Okay, so fixing the problem. What kind of problem that you want to fix for your customer, for the world? How are you going to add value to people? What kind of idea start out? What kind of tools? What kind of service that you offer can improve the quality of life, make the life become easier, better, quality, balance. Okay, so that is what we call what the world needs. If you can combine with your strength, then that is the best. Okay. So one of the good example I want to share here, I believe every one of you travel with Grab before. Okay, if for those who haven't, you can type in the chat box, no Grab. Okay, means that you never travel with Grab before. Okay, all the while in our taxi industry, a lot of complaint like they are not using meter, they charging a exorbitant fee for short journey. Some they even turn down. They know where you are going and they say sorry, I don't want to go there. I believe every one of you also have this kind of problem. So that's why Grab is an idea to improve the quality in the taxi industry. This is how they disrupt the taxi industry. Before that, actually it called My Taxi. Okay, actually it come from two Malaysians. Okay, Anthony Tan and Tan Hui Ling. And they developed it into a My Taxi application, then grow into the Grab Taxi. Okay, now they have their headquarters in Singapore. This is considered one of the top company in Southeast Asia. Okay, can you imagine that they don't have any taxi around? Just applications to match between the taxi driver and the people look for taxi. That's all. They are just an intermediary. Okay, and now become a super company. So you also can come out your own idea. If you're really looking forward to fix some problem that people facing, or you go travel the world and see around what kind of idea that you can bring along into Malaysia. Okay, then another one is Alibaba, because they want to set up a e-commerce platform for Chinese enterprise, especially small and medium size enterprise, SME, to help export Chinese product to the global market, as well as to address the World Trade Organization channel, because they just enter the World Trade Organizations. It's very tough for them to compete with the globalization, the super big company, especially the small company. Okay, so that is their intentions. Can you imagine Jack Ma is just an English teacher only. So he just have an idea to go for this goal, fixing the problem, okay, with the e-commerce Alibaba channel. So he gathered all the 17 friends together. He have the idea, but he don't know how. From the technical funding, etc., everything he don't know. He only have this kind of idea. So he gathered all the 17 people together, which have come from a different perspective and combined into a team. Okay, so from this story, I also want you to go and look on that. Try to think about it. What kind of thing that you want to improve or fix or improve the quality of life? Doesn't mean that you need to ready only to start. No, you can start it gradually by gather all the people that come from that particular industry and someone that you can trust to work as a team. Then of course you need some funding from outside. So this is the whole picture about Alibaba. Okay, actually Jack Ma only have the dream. He's using the dream gather all these people together who also buy the same dream, but they come from different perspective. Alibaba also actually is just Jack Ma is just a person that who dare to dream. Okay, I hope that you also dare to dream. Okay, so in the career planning also, combining all the whatever I shared just now, there are two types of people. Okay, you also need to observe yourself whether you are a person that like to deal with people or not, or you sick of people. Okay, some people they don't like to interact with people. Okay, they feel sick about people and they don't like to deal with them because they think everyday emotion, very emotional, everyday different color one. Okay, different color in their face. Okay, so that's why they don't like, they sick of dealing with this kind of people. So they prefer to deal with robot. If you don't like the robot, you just turn off. Okay, and robot don't have emotion at all. Okay, so that's why they prefer to deal with machine, robot, data compounding, reporting, data analysis. Okay, they are more towards very hardcore. Okay, no need to deal with people, but now they also need to present to the top management. Okay, so then for people that they prefer to deal with people, then you should place them at the front end. Sales, marketing, they like to be surrounding with a group of people. They like to meet people. They like to chit chat. They like to talk with people. They like to share a lot of story with people. And these people, you should place them under front end, customer, sales, marketing, support. Okay, so you must know yourself. Which category people are you? So that you won't feel stressed out. If you place into a wrong career, wrong front end or back end, then you will have some problem. Okay, of course, you will get used to it, but some people will not. Okay, if you gradually will get used to it, then it's fine. Okay, because people will grow, but people stop learning after they graduate. That is the big problem for most of the people. Okay, so now I want to share a video. Okay, let me share.
Tracy, and I want to share with you some top wealth creation strategies for financial success, which is what we all want. We're living today in the greatest age in all of human history, irrespective of short-term economic ups and downs. There have never been more opportunities for wealth creation and for you to achieve more of your goals, both personal and financial, than exist today, except for tomorrow and the next day and next year. There are more than 100,000 different job categories in the United States. And with the explosion in information and technology and competition, the number of possible things that you could do to be successful is increasing every year. The major factor driving our society today is the impact of change at all levels. And every single change in our economy creates new opportunities and possibilities for the creative minority to move ahead faster than the average person. Remember the Latin saying, carpe diem, which means seize the day? This is what you must do. You must seize the day. You must plunge in with both hands up to the elbows and take advantage of every opportunity and possibility going on around you to create the wonderful life that is possible for you today. I left high school without graduating many years ago. I fooled around in school and I worked at part-time jobs in the evenings and on the weekends. When I left school, all I could get was laboring jobs, washing dishes, digging ditches, and working in factories and mills. Eventually, I got into selling and I did poorly for a long time. The turning point came for me when I realized that nothing happens by luck or by accident. Everything happens for a reason. People are successful and prosperous because they do certain things in a certain way. People are unhappy and frustrated because they neglected to do the things that successful people do. This insight set me off on a lifelong search for the reasons why some people are more successful than others. Now, if you look for the answers to any question, you will eventually find the answers. And what you do with the answers can change your life. The first answers I found had to do with selling. I found out why some people sold 5 and 10 and sometimes 20 times as much as other people, and that I did the same things they did. In 1 year, I went from the bottom of my sales force to the top of my sales force. In 2 years, I was in charge of 6 countries and had 95 salespeople working for me, and I was getting a commission on all their work. I went from worn out shoes and 1 suit of clothes to having 3 apartments in 3 different cities, dining in fine restaurants, and traveling around the world by jet, all because I began to see new opportunities for wealth creation. I learned how to sell. In your life, it's very much the same. The most important thing you do at the outset of your career or at any time during your career is to find out what the most successful people are doing in your chosen area and then do the same things over and over again until you start to get the same results. It's no miracle. It's no accident. It is as predictable as the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Now, one of the goals that we all have in common is that we all want to be financially independent. We all want to have enough money so that we never have to worry about money again. You want to build a financial fortress around yourself. You want to make a high income, get out of debt, put money in the bank, and have the ability to do the things you want without being preoccupied about the costs. We say you want to order in the restaurant without looking at the right-hand column to see how hungry you are. The only question is, are you going to do it or not? The good news is that there are more people achieving financial independence faster today than ever before. There are currently almost 8 million millionaires, most of them self-made, first generation, which means that they started with nothing and achieved what they've achieved in one working lifetime. Somewhere, somehow, someone becomes a self-made millionaire at the rate of one every 4.5 minutes, 365 days a year. And for every person who becomes a self-made millionaire, there are many, many more people who are achieving a net worth in the hundreds of thousands of dollars through different wealth creation strategies. By setting financial accumulation and financial independence as your long-term goals, and then by making a plan on the one hand to get better and better at what you do, while on the other hand saving more and more of what you earn, you will become financially independent, if not a self-made millionaire in the years ahead. Thank you for watching this video on top.
Okay. So the key message here is he learned from the best, from the top. So ask yourself, what is your dream? What you want to become in your life? Okay. So you choose the best from that particular industry. Let's say you want to become financial planner. Then you look for the best in the industry. It can be in Malaysia or in the other country, the best in the world. Then you repeat the strategy, the value that they practice. And you can get the same answer. You can get the same result. This is what Brian Tracy told us. Okay, so that is no accident at all. So using the same method, you will get the same result. So that is for sure. Okay. Then Robert Koch, a good story. Okay, because he really listened to his mother, following the path of morality. That is very important. Committed to the legal. That is very important because at the beginning of his career, he was involved in sugar business. During that time, there are about 38 sugar business company around. Can you imagine how tough the competitions among them? Very, very tough. 1 or 2 is already crazy. What more than 38? So it's a very tough competitions among them. Some of the people, they go for the shortcut way. They go for the illegal way. They spread the seawater onto the sugar so that they're able to claim from the insurance. That is the fast, easy, and illegal money because they cheat from insurance company. Okay, Robert Koch knows these people, but Robert Koch don't want to follow. He's still using the traditional way, legal way, because he's listened to his mother, and he also can be success. He also success. Okay, compared to those people who fraud around, cheating around. Then when he was being asked, where are these people that cheat the insurance company? Robert Koch say after 10 years, 20 years, they are no more seen in the market. So the conclusion here is committed to the legal, follow the path of the morality, no matter what kind of career that you're in. Maybe slower, but it's okay. It's meant for long term. I believe that you want to go for long term, few generations, then you should follow from Robert Koch. Tell you what, I observed that a lot of people, for a people of a company, success for 5 years, 3 years, popular, well-known, 3 years, 5 years, nothing special. Really nothing special. But if you can success, famous, popular for 20, 30 years or for whole life, then this is a person that we should learn from. This is a good company that we should learn from. Follow the value, you will get the same result. Sometimes you even can better than them. Okay, so this is another good example for you. in your career planning. Okay, then a lot of time, whatever you see, people that you meet, the environment that you are in actually come from your mindset. So if you want to change your life, you must start with changing your mindset. How to change your mindset? By reading a lot of books, meet a lot of people, okay, attend some training, some learning, video, whatever. All this will change your mindset. It's like your glass. How you see the world is based on what kind of color that you are wearing your glass. It can be blue. Then you see everything in blue color. If your glass is in a yellow color, then you see everyone in a yellow color. If you want to change the color of the environment, people that you see, you must change your color of your glass. Okay, how to change? Learning. Through the learning, you can change your mindset. Okay, every day, what do you input into your thought or your mindset? Okay, gossip, or you read a lot of ideas, suggestions, breakthrough. Okay, learn from a lot of success people. The people that better than you, higher level than you, more success than you. Okay, that is very important. Actually, your current life is the output of your thought or mindset in the past. So if you don't like, change it through learning. Okay, so I believe some of you read Robert Kiyosaki book before. Okay, because we want to know which one are you, ESBI. When we talk about E, means employee. You committed your time for your business, not your business, your boss, your company. Okay, you are paid based on the time that you committed, you contribute. That is more on individual effort. Then S is a people that self-employed. You own a job, professional, self-employed. But when you stop, your income also stop because you still depends on your individual performance, individual effort. And 95% of people fall under E or S, okay, where they only control 5% of the wealth. You must jump from the left to the right, okay? To the right, it can become a business owner, but you start from become an entrepreneur, or from the startup, or you move your self-employed company into a company, and you have the system to automate the business operation SOP. Let the people and system work for you, and you will free out your time. Okay, that is very important. If you keep on busy, actually it won't help in your life. Do you know the Apple CEO? He came in the office in the afternoon. Morning, they don't need to come to the office. Why? They need to free out those top management of the company who have more time to think about how to make it even better. No matter from the company perspective, even for the personal life, that is very important. If you're too busy until you don't have the time to stop, to review, to study, to learn, to calm yourself down, then it's very hard. Okay, it's like the poor people keep on busy until they stay at their stage forever. Okay, so every week you should have a small percent, some time, alone in a one quiet place to think, how can I make it better? Okay, so that is very important. Think about strategy, think about idea, review about the past, what go wrong, what go right, what is wrong. Okay, so business, you must have a systematic process, automate system, so that for people work for you and you will free out your time. Okay, let people work for you, then it will become a passive income. Is the business still 100% depends on you and you are super duper busy, then actually this is not a automate business. Okay, it's still not free out your time. Then investor is the one that will invest the capital. Maybe you inherit money from your parents or your grandfather, grandmother, then you have the capital. But most people start from zero. So even Warren Buffett also start from zero, and he accumulate from zero, sell, make millionaire. So it will take time. except that you inherit the money from your grandparents or parents. Okay, so do I need straight away jump from the left to the right? Doesn't matter. Actually, you no need to do the like this. Even a employee also can jump from employee to investor. How? I see some of the employee, they actively commit their time. In the same time, they also use their free time to learn on stock investing. Then gradually they grow their wealth until to the level where the income or dividend from the investor able to cover their expenses, monthly expenses, they are financial free. Then they will jump from employee to investor. Or you own a business, self-employed, you are professional, doctor, lawyer. Okay, you should set up your company into the platform, hire other lawyer, other staff to work for you. And if the company can operate without you, then that is called business, automate business for you. Then only you can jump to the right-hand side. Then only you can free out your time for something that you passion on. If you're really passionate on work, you still continue to do, it's fine. It's fine, okay? So for Tony Robbins and Robert Kiyosaki, I think the best is from Robert Kiyosaki because he's the one who come up this ESIB. Do you know Robert Kiyosaki seldom speak to the public? If you want to hire him to speak on your particular country, you need to pay a big amount of money. And you also need to cover all the food, accommodation, the travel. Like example, like a few years back, he was being invited to China. For this invitation fee, you need to pay a big amount of money. In the same time, you also need to cover all the accommodations, transport. For the whole 3-day event, he only speak for 2 hours. Others hour is covered by his instructor, his staff. Okay, for the 2 weeks in China, they only speak for 3 days. Another 7 or 9 days, they travel vacation in the whole China. Can you imagine how free and how superior he think about his life, how he planned for his life? And then for Tony Robbins, I think he really a very passionate, very special and very talented speaker. He still keep on speaking, okay, every year, every place, because he want to achieve his goal by feeding a lot of poor people. He every month, every day, he channel a lot of money to feed the poor. Okay, because he fall into this situation before, no money until no money to buy food. So that's why he's very focused on that. So Robert Kiyosaki is a good example in this ESIB. Then for me, I was an employee before under the system engineer IT support. Okay, under E. I committed my time for the company. Okay, even I was being given a share that is just a small percentage of the share. Then I become a financial advisor where that is under the self-employed. I need to work. It's an active income. If I stop, no income. Except that I create a passive income. Then only I can jump from the left to the right. Then after that, I start to move towards to as a speaker and trainer. I still need to actively speak so that I earn my speaker fee. Okay, gradually, about a few years back, I managed to sell my company under Money and Life Academy. So I use that as a platform. Even I'm the one still speak the most, but I have some other speaker within my platform. Okay, I share commission on speaker fee, whoever engage them. Okay, I have 2 staff to work for me. They will handle my admin and account so that I can have more time to learn, to accompany my family, to enjoy a semi-retirement life, to do some CSR sharing. Okay, but my company not 100% automate yet. Okay, some sales marketing I still need to do, and speaking I still need to do. I need to make it as a platform for a lot of speakers can speak under my platform. Okay, at least cover 50% and more. Then I can narrow down my percentage of contributions. then I will become more free and enjoy my lifestyle or continue learn. Okay. Then I also have a 6+2 asset allocation strategy to diversify into the crypto investment, property investment, REITs, stock, and some other different investment. I'm not yet to diversify into other business yet, okay? But I'm looking forward based on the 6+2 asset allocation, okay? So Alex is a good example, okay? How he designed his dream life through passive income. After he have the internship in one of the company, he think whether I should go for employment or be his own boss. Okay. Then after that, he think he want to become his own boss. He don't want to continue to extend his internship to become a normal staff. Then because he don't have experience, so he go and read a lot of books. After he read the Rich Dad and Poor Dad, he decided to start investing in property. He studied a lot of books about the how to invest in property, the strategy, the mechanism, how to do it. So he spent his student loan on learning how it was done. In 2 years later, he owned 24 houses and won a few national award. Okay, he's just 20 plus only. Okay, you can watch this TED Talk and you will know. Okay. It doesn't mean that you need to start with property investment. It's up to you. Okay, everyone different. You can start with stock. You can start with anything that you like, something that you're passionate on, and it becomes your passive income. Then you can enjoy your dream life that you want. So that is very important. This is a very good example. Okay, learn from the best, duplicate the same strategy, and you get the same result. Do you know how I learned crypto? How I learned property? I spent a few thousand to learn from the best so that I can master this within 3 days. Instead of I try an error or maybe read some book, I will do some error, okay, make some mistake or whatever. It will take time for you to accumulate, but you learn from other people's experience. That is a shortcut to a certain extent. If you have people or coach to coach you, that is the best because these people will know, okay, they can coach you. They can guide you. It will shorten your time, okay, for something that you want. Instead of you try an error, people try an error might spend 5 or 10 years. I don't want to wait. So I pay some money, get the best speaker or teacher or the coach, lead me. So I master crypto, master property in 3 days. Then I practice. Then I manage to master it. I have my property, okay? So that is how you learn and grow. That is the faster way. Okay. So now I want to ask every one of you, what is your financial freedom formula to allow you to have the passive income and you no need to work at all? You no need to work anymore. Okay. What do you think? I believe that every one of you, you want to have financial freedom, but what is the formula to become financial freedom or financial independent? Okay, I believe that everyone looking for this, but don't know what is the formula, don't know how to make it. Okay, what do you think? You can put the comment under the chat box. Okay, what is your formula to financial freedom? Okay. Anyone? Start up, okay, scale and invest, okay. Yeah, that is another method of financial freedom or financial independence. Actually, the formula is very easy. If the passive income, when we talk about passive, means that you don't need to contribute anything. While you are sleeping, the income still come in. That is called passive income. Okay, another comment is educate, start up and invest. Okay, yeah. Actually, if your passive income able to cover your expenses, your monthly expenses or daily expenses, you are financially free. So let me share with you the formula. It's very easy. Okay, when people look at my formula, then they think that, wow, that is so easy. Okay, let's have a look. When we talk about financial freedom or financial independence, it means that your passive income without hard work from you or any extra effort from you, while you're on vacation, while you're on sleeping, the income continue come in. Your money work hard for you. And that is sufficient to cover your daily expenses. Then you're financial free. Okay, let's have a look. Any kind of investment that you go for, it doesn't matter. It can be in the rental. It can be any investment like in the REITs, fixed deposit, even a bonds or stock, where 1 million in capital. Actually, 1 million capital is not much in today's value. 1 million. Okay, let's assume that your investment is 1 million in capital, and your investment return is 6%. 6% is quite conservative, like the EPF return. Okay, like the EPF return or any like ASM, Wawasan 2020, that kind of return is about 6++. Okay, 6% return is quite conservative, according like the EPF return. So if your 1 million every year give you 6% consistent return, then every month you will have a passive income of 5,000. I believe 5,000 is quite enough for most of the people in Malaysia. Most of the people is considered quite sufficient. You can have a slightly above average lifestyle for 5,000 per month. You only need 1 million. You put into the investment, give you 6% return. Your capital still intact, still untouched, while the dividend payout give you 5,000 return, 5,000 monthly income. Then you are financial free. Is it easy? If easy, you type easy. So that is the easy formula. When I share this, people shocked. He said, financial freedom is so easy. Yes, it's very easy. Okay, you know the formula is very easy. But what kind of tool you go for, look for yourself. Okay, everyone different. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, no one type be easy. So means very hard. Because a lot of people thinking financial freedom, they think they need to own a lot of money. Not necessarily. As long as pretty tough, to be honest. Actually, first capital, actually for youngster, sometimes you might manage to inherit few million or maybe some certain amount of million. If you manage to use it actually to a certain extent, it already provide you a certain capital to cover your expenses. Well, extra, you can go for something that you're passionate on, something that you're so interested. Let's have a look for Microsoft, Bill Gates. When he was in the garage on the programming, he didn't think about earning money. He just liked to do something programming, something that he really passions every day, every night, do it until forget to sleep, forget to eat. He never think about earning money. Earning money is automatic after whatever that he passion on really can help the world. Then that is where he earn a lot of money. Okay, what the world needs it combined with the passion. That is the best combination. Okay, so okay, until here, you all have any question to ask? The first part is about dream and career planning. I hope a few of the value or few of the story, case study able to help you. Okay, give you a clear picture. What kind of dream, what kind of career they're looking forward. Okay.
I have a question. So
Okay.
since you talked about how being a business owner and also investing, right? So if you have some number of capital, then what do you suggest the business owner person do? So would they invest further in their own business, or should they just diversify into investments?
Okay. At the beginning of the career or the business, normally you invest into your business. Then when you grow to certain level, then you should properly diversify. Don't put everything in your business. Even this is something that you're really good at, but you also need to diversify. We see a person or maybe I see quite a number of people. They really put everything in the business because this is something that they're really good at, but they didn't do a proper diversification. Then when it comes to the retirement age, there is some competitions among them with other competitors, contractor, main contractor. They fight each other until the whole business collapse. But just lucky that their children already graduate and have their own career. If not, it will bring the whole family into a problem because they only have business. They also believe in their own business and they are not properly diversified. Okay, so it's very important. Even in the investment, you see now we have the war between the Ukraine to get with the Russia. Okay, it also will remind us about the gold. Okay, some currency, gold, some stock. Okay, so you should properly diversify even as an investor. Doesn't mean a business owner. Business owner, yes, you need to properly diversify. Even as an investor also. Employee, self-employed also the same. When you grow to a certain level, you should properly diversify. Like for me now, I focus on crypto. Okay, I also start to diversify into property. Okay, I also have my own business, so I will continue expand it. The next one I will focus will be the REITs, then some crowdfunding, equity crowdfunding, peer-to-peer. Then I will focus on these few things. So that is my planning. Okay, so you should properly diversify. That is very important. Okay, I hope I answered your question.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, then I continue. So now let's look at financial stability pyramid. You must start from the beginning. Okay, from the fundamental first, what is called as a emergency fund. That is very important. Of course, pandemic also changed a lot. Okay, we call new norm because it changed a lot of way that we used to be. Okay, lifestyle, everything. So especially for the business travel, it will cut 50% at least. It won't come back. Okay, because we can do everything online. Why should I travel? Okay, even for my online training. Last time I do a lot of face-to-face, but now almost even until today, some of the bank they will go for online because bank are my customer. Okay, so they prefer use online, easier, better, cheaper also to certain extent. I also don't need to travel to KL because most of the training center in KL, they are HQ in KL. Okay, so pandemic also changed the way because in the financial planning, we used to teach all our customer, all our friend or whatever advice they give to them, always about 3 to 6 months of the emergency fund to cover about 3 to 6 months of your expenses and income. For those who are under the commission, project driven, or some entrepreneur, then they are more unstable income because their income come in very not in a stable way because based on commission project oriented. So that category of industry, they should have higher liquidity. But pandemic lasts for nearly 2 years. So it seems that I asked a lot of people, they're thinking that about at least 1 year. Yes, for me, I really thinking about moving forward to set out my emergency fund to at least 1 year. Okay, so that within this 1 year, you can use that to cover your expenses while you're looking for new job or new income. Okay, actually the pandemic changed our lifestyle. It also faster the evolutions, the industry evolution 4.0, where a lot of robot will replace the human. Okay, in the factory, in a lot of routine job. Okay, so of course new job will be great. Some of the job will be eliminated. That is for sure. Okay, so emergency fund is very important. And of course, now you still cannot own your credit card, except that you subscribe under your parents. But credit card is also one of the tools, okay, combining with the emergency fund. Because now your credit card can link with your e-wallet, where you can use that to spend. Okay, if you pay the credit card bill on time, you are freely manipulate the bank money for 20 days without interest. If you pay on time and full, okay, then you are manipulating the bank money for 20 days for free. Then of course, when the statement come in, you need to pay on time, full, based on the statement amount. Then you are utilize the bank money for your cash flow. Okay, then in the emergency fund, where you place, most of you will say fixed deposit. You can type on other tools that you use. Okay, SSPN, money market, bonds, REITs, dividend stock, and even cash. Why cash is important? Do you know about few weeks back in one of the area in KL, because of the flood, the whole town lost the energy. The internet connection also down. So if the internet connection now, electricity also down because of the flood, it's very hard for you to travel. Then the question is, how are you going to pay the transaction, buy something with your credit card? Sorry, not your credit card, your e-wallet. So sometimes you also need to have some cash in your hand. Okay. Then after you set out the first level, then it should be go for the second level called risk and protection. I think you know better. It's about insurance. Okay, you must properly transfer the risk out to the insurance company to cover you if there is a loss, because risk is everywhere. Okay, then after you have level 1 and 2, then only go for save and invest. At least 10% of your income to invest, to grow your wealth. If you spend whatever that you earn, you are not saving anything. Your wealth is not growing at all. Even you work for 20, 30, 15 years. Okay, it doesn't help. Okay, so emergency fund is very important. Okay, it will allow you to seal over the job loss, car repair, some emergency expenses, home fix. Every 7 or 9 years, there will be some kind of something that you need the money for repairing your house. Okay, so you must combine together with the credit card. Let me elaborate one case study so that you know better. Okay, one of the participant, he went for, because of the accident, he was being sent to a private hospital. Okay, and because this guy don't have credit card and medical card at all, and of course when you're being sent to the hospital, normally they will do an initial treatment for your whatever injury to you. Okay, then if you want to have further treatment, you need to be hospitalized for further treatment. Okay, further checking or whatever. So you need to pay about few thousand in order to admit to the hospital. Because this guy don't have credit card, don't have medical card, then you will have the difficult to be admitted, and you need to ask around, or maybe even you are feel very pain, you still need to go to ATM machine, or you still need to ask around friend, whatever, withdraw from the cash in order to be admitted. If you have the credit card, you can swap first, then you pay it later, because you can use it 20 days free, interest free. And if you have medical card, then you can be being hospitalized to panel hospital. Okay, then you will ask me, I already have medical card, why should I have credit card? What if people send you to non-panel hospital? Then you still need to pay first, then only reimburse it later. Okay, during that time, I don't think you able to answer which hospital to go. You already blur during that time. Okay, so that's why that is very important. Okay, so okay, remember, only invest what you can afford to lose. Yep, correct. Then those credit scoring on your credit card significant impact our future. Yes, of course. If it doesn't matter, you go. Actually, we should not have too many credit card. I mean, too many different bank credit card. 2 or 3 is enough. And if you pay your credit card on time, actually you have a good credit history. Means you pay debt on time. That is a good track record, and it will allow you to borrow even more money from the bank perspective. Okay, But if you only pay minimum, or you forgot to pay, or you purposely don't want to pay, then you will have a bad record in your credit report. Then it will be more harder for you to borrow money from the bank because bank already know. And this record will be there about 1 or 2 years. Okay, it will affect you about 1 or 2 years. So in the CTOS secrets. So that's why it's very important to pay accordingly. Then you will say, I don't have credit card, I don't have debt at all with the bank. That even worse. Really. You say I'm a person pay using cash. Everything I pay with cash. I don't need to borrow. You see how rich I am. Tell you what, that is the worst. Why? Because the bank totally don't have any loan history with you. They even scared of you because they don't know how disciplined are you paying the debt. Yes, you say you're rich, ma. You don't need to pay with cash. I don't need to pay with borrowing. But from the bank perspective, I want to see your history based on your credit. The loan that you borrow, whether you really consistent pay on time or not. If yes, I'm willing to lend even more to you. But you totally don't have any record, then I'm very scared. I will check even more about you. So a good credit record is very important for you to continue borrow money. A lot of rich people, they actually get rich even more because they manage to borrow more money from the bank. And why super rich become even richer and richest? It become the richest man on earth is because the bank know them. Bank always try to offer a lot of opportunity, investment opportunity, loan opportunity. It's like the global financial crisis in US. Okay, the bank willing to lend money to Robert Kiyosaki to support all those property that having problems. Few thousand property support because the bank willing lend you the money. Bank won't buy the property. Bank will lend money to you because they know you are very rich and you have a good credit and you are very rich, you have a lot of cash, you have a lot of property. I can lend money to you. And you use this money, go and support all the property during the financial crisis. So that is how the rich people getting richer. Okay. So I let me share another video. It will cost you more if you don't have emergency fund in place. Wait, yeah.
If you had to come up with $2,000 in 1 month without pawning off belongings or charging the sum to a credit card, could you do it? If you answered yes, you're in better financial shape than nearly half of all Americans. Studies have shown that more than 40% of Americans could not come up with $2,000 in 1 month if they had to, meaning that in the event of a trip to the ER, a lost job, or even a shot transmission, they're looking at charging that bill to a credit card. It can be hard to save money each month, especially if housing, transportation, and other financial obligations force you to live paycheck to paycheck. But saving an emergency cushion should be one of your biggest financial priorities because that cushion is actually your best financial shield. You don't believe me? Consider the following. Let's pretend you broke your ankle and had to go to the ER. 5 hours and seemingly endless poking and prodding later, you emerge, and with a $2,000 bill. You don't have enough money in checking or savings to cover that bill, so you charge the balance to your credit card, which has an 18% interest rate. But because you're living paycheck to paycheck, you don't have enough money to pay that credit card off in full, and you can only meet the minimum payment. Here's how long it would take you to pay off that one-time $2,000 charge. After 6 months of paying the minimum, your balance would still be more than $1,500. After 1 year of paying, you wouldn't have even chipped away at half. You'd still have over $1,100 on that bill. 2 years after that trip to the emergency room, you'd have a balance of $703. It would take you until week 182, that's 3.5 years, to finally hit the magic zero mark, at which point you will have paid $2,423 in interest, a sum that's higher than the original $2,000 bill for that broken ankle. If you had had an emergency cushion, that's $2,400 that could have stayed in your pocket, gone towards a vacation, or even served as part of a down payment on a car. Now, it's easy for me to say, have money for a rainy day. But the obvious question is, how much do you need? The common rule of thumb suggests 3 to 6 months worth of essential expenses, which means 3 to 6 times what you spend on rent, food, and other basic expenses, but not what you spend on clothes, restaurants, movies, and other fun things. For people who work in unstable industries, like freelancers or journalists, for instance, you might want to consider a 9-month stockpile so that you're prepared for the very worst.
Okay, so that is a very good example elaborations. It will cost you more if you don't have the emergency fund. Okay, and in the emergency fund, actually in US, the Suzanne is one of the best well-known financial planner in US. So she set one rule. If you don't have the emergency fund in place, don't come for me. Even you want to pay me for consultant one-to-one, I don't want to entertain you. Why? Because emergency fund is the first step in financial planning. Even the first step, you also don't have the discipline to commit. Then why should I can expect you for commit for step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5 to improve your financial situation? So that is first step. First step, you also don't have discipline to do. Then don't come for me. I cannot help. Okay? So more than half Malaysians who don't have emergency fund in place, only 56 have. And 18% of it able to survive more than 3 months, 6% can survive more than 6 months. So a good question to ask, if you lost your income, lost your job, how many months can you survive? Because of the pandemic, it's time for us to adjust further, at least 1 year. Okay? If you are a person who actively learn and you always stay relevant at any circumstances, it's very easy for you to change. Okay, change your career or upgrade your career or look for another similar job. Okay, that is a category for people who continue learn. Make sure they continue stay relevant. All these different kind of skill. Okay, more easy for them to change. Okay, some people when in the pandemic, for the first 3 months, they really sit there, do nothing. They think that it's just a matter of few months. Until after 3 months, totally no income come in, they start to panic already. And they start to do something about it. Okay, so that is the thing. So we must upgrade ourselves, okay, to ready for any opportunity come to our life. Okay, so this is the good book. If you got time, try to go for this book, The Secret of Millionaire Mind. There are 17 perspectives. How millionaire think is totally different from what we used to be thinking. Okay, so he said 50% of your money should be allocated for necessity, eat, drink, whatever, daily necessity. Then 10% for financial freedom. You should invest for something for long-term financial freedom. 10% for long-term saving. You want to buy a car, that first deposit for your house, car, handphone, laptop, or certain renovations in your house. That is a 10% long-term saving for big expenses. And tell you what, all the millionaires also thinking that 10% for education. Education for what? Not kids education, you know. Yourself education. Invest in yourself. It's the best investment that you can make. Actually, today, every one of you, you are investing in yourself. Okay, that is the best investment that you have, because no matter either each of the questions, each of the code, whatever thing, or even one of the story can bring you out, okay, then actually that is enough for you. Okay, that is the return that you invest. Okay, so it's very important. You must commit 10% in education, magazine, book, attend training, social with people, meet some people, talk on idea, okay, networking with people, travel around, see the world. It will open your eye and you will come out a lot of idea later. Okay, 10% for self-rewarding, play, enjoy. Anyone here like to watch movie or like to travel? You type travel. If you like movie, then you type movie. That is called self-rewarding. Okay, that is how it is something that you should put or buy something, okay? Up to you, okay? You should reward yourself for your hard work every day, okay? Then, of course, don't forget you are part of the community. 10% of your money should be allocated for giving back to the community, about 10%. Because the super rich, they know the power of giving. The moment that you give, you feel abundant. Again, why the super rich, they know and continue do giving out? Because the moment that you want to give, that is the moment of abundance. You feel abundant. That's why you're willing to give. You are willing to give because you feel scarcity. You still feel that you lack of something. That's why your life keep on lacking a lot of things. The moment that you want to give because you think you have more to give up, you are full, you are abundant. That is a very powerful feeling. Okay, that's why they continue give. Even they become rich already, they still continue give because they believe the power of giving. It's like your friend, your colleague, help each other. The more you help, the more you get actually. So that is very important. Don't worry about, actually a lot of time you must remember one thing. The competitions, the idea of competitions is wrong. You no need to compete with other people. The only thing you need to challenge is yourself. Benchmark yourself every day, every month, every year. You should be now better than last year. Benchmark yourself better. Okay? Your friend, your colleague, they do well in their exam, in their project, etc. It doesn't affect you. You should be happy for them. They earn 10 million. You should be happy for them. They earn 10 million. It won't reduce your earning. You still can earn 20 million. It won't affect you. So you don't have this kind of competition feeling where people have more means less to you. That is wrong. Because universal is abundant. I go through a lot of teaching, a lot of guru, they also share the same thing. They are abundant in the universal. It's up to your effort. It's up to your effort, your skill to get as much as you can. No one can affect you. So should happy for everyone surrounding you who are success, happy, harmony, healthy, etc. Happy for them, really. The more you happy for them, that is something that you deserve in your life too. Okay, so that is very important. And how we adjust our cash flow is always about the rule 20 and 80. Okay, a lot of time, let's look back in your life. A lot of time we only utilize 20% of the item, of the thing that you own. Even for your shoes, your clothes, your necktie, your whatever, your clothes, your pen, whatever. You only utilize 20%. And you keep on using the same 20%. And where else the rest 80% sit in your garage, in your cabinet, still forever there, until one day you decide to throw it out. So always remind yourself, don't overboard, don't overbuy a lot of things until full in your cabinet. And you only utilize 20%. That 80% you should give out, giving away for those people who really need it. Okay? That 20% you should recycle it out to people who really need it. Then of course, remind yourself when you want to buy, focus on 20%. Means you can spend more for good quality, who really like a clothes, okay, or wax, pants, or whatever, spec or whatever. Really make you feel confident, feel attractive, feel adorable. Okay, your clothes, even slightly expensive is fine because you only focus on the feel only, which you will fully utilize. Instead of you buy 100 pair 20 pair, but you only utilize 20%. Okay, why? Okay, it's a waste. So when you buy, ask yourself, you only utilize 20%. So now I also use this. Okay, last time I always thinking that, oh, I want to become a lecturer. So I want to prepare all these formal clothes. Actually, I only wear a few only. Where else in the cabinet? Then wait, after a few years, it become yellowish. Then you will throw away. It's a waste. It's a waste of resource where you can use this to donate to people that who really need. Okay, and I like to use the Bill Gates story. When he was attending a friend gathering, so he parked his car in front of the hotel, and then he realized that actually park at in front of hotel $10 the parking, but if he can park even far from here with a few minutes of walking, he can save even more money. And he go out, he want to move his car to another parking lot. Then his old friend said, no need lah, this 10 ringgit, $10 I pay for you. Then Bill Gates said, no, it's not about big or small of the money, because I want to make sure that each and single dollar that I spend is valuable and meaningful. It's something that I can add value to my life or my family life. So today, no matter the total time that you spend, the money that you spend, ask yourself, for each of my spending on time and money, whether it can add value to my life or to my family life or to the one that I love, add value or not. If it's not adding value, just for show off, forget about it. Don't spend. Don't spend the time and money for it. It's a waste. So if you think like that, then it will reduce your spending and it will enhance your cash flow. Okay. And another interesting conversations. Someone asked Bill Gates, hey, why? Because US, they used to pay tips. So they asked, hey, Bill Gates, why you pay tips? Why your daughter pay more tips than you? Then Bill Gates answered, because my daughter have reached that. I don't have. So that is the difference. Okay. So I believe if you committed for simple quality and the life that you want, you don't need to compare with other people. Should be something simple, quality, and the life that you want. When some people thinking about simple, they feel they will die, they will sick of it. Actually, when we talk about simple, let me give you an example. You can have a good quality car, one will do. You no need to have 3 or 4. Then Monday, car number 1. Tuesday, car number 2. No need. One car is enough for you. You go for the high quality security car. One will do. How about email account? One for company email account. Maybe 1 or 2 personal email account, that's all. The more you have, the more hassle for you to manage and maintain. Even for car also the same. Sometimes you also blur. Okay, too many car, too many procession until it make you very tired to manage it, to maintain it. So that's why I say simple quality and the life that you want. Not other people say to you. Not people say what. No, it's you about yourself. Forget about other people say. It's about you. You live in your own life. Don't let people to decide what kind of life that you should have. Don't. Okay, so that you can have your simple quality life. Of course, security life also. Okay. Then your cash flow can be improved accordingly. And of course, in the cash flow, I always encourage people that the money for spent for self-development is very important. Starting from 2019, I joined for the success resource for some international conference. From there, I get to know quite a number of international speakers. Their costs are very, very expensive. In 2019, one course is 4,000, 3,000, 4,000 plus for 3-day class only, you know. So can you imagine that time I signed for a few class? After I swap this credit card full, I swap another credit card because we will convert into an installment. Okay, that is where I get my business elite training from Taiwan, the best Taiwan training company. And I go for another property guru class. So that is where I learn how to invest in property. Okay, then the money for parents. Can you imagine from 2019 until today, I spent in training and education more than 100,000. Really, more than 100,000. Okay, I really commit because the faster way to master something is look for the best teacher speaker and you master it within few days. Instead of you use your own experience 5 or 10 years, maybe you still langgar the palang, you still langgar the pokok. Okay, you still go for the wrong directions, still making the loss. Okay, look for the best teacher. Okay, best coach. Can you imagine in my Taiwan International Business Elite Training, 3-day, 2-night? Okay, I met a lot of second rich and third generation rich, second and third generation rich. Okay, they are very young, 18, 20, 21. This kind of people already exposed to the international level training. I'm that time 30 plus already. I feel very shy because I'm 10 years, 20 years behind them. They so young already have this kind of exposure, where else I, at the age of 30 plus, use my own money, you know. Okay, so I feel very shy. So I also commit to myself, I won't let it go. I will continue learn because I want to go level up and another level. I want to benchmark myself every year better and better until the best. Okay, and the money for parents, don't forget, even your parent is very rich, also you must give them the pocket money. Okay, no any it's up to you. Okay, I cannot set any percentage, up to you. Okay, parents also should accept the money from the kids. Okay, even they don't really need that. That is the appreciation token from ourselves for as a children. Okay, and money for charity giving back, that is also very important. Okay, then lifelong learning. A lot of people stop learning after they graduate. Can you imagine I learn even more when I graduate. Okay, I learn even more, especially between 2019 until today. I attend a lot of training. I read a lot of research paper. Because I want to teach, some of the topic I'm not familiar. I pay money to master. Some of the topic I know is a future trend like crypto. So I really pay money. I really want to master. Read a lot of research paper. The most research paper I read is during my master study. I do a lot of research on that during that time. Okay, commit for lifelong learning. Okay, some people already passed away after they graduate because they stopped learning and they just waiting to be buried. Okay, when their physical body die. Okay, so I hope that now and future you should continue learn. I even joined some reading club. Okay, the group. Last year I almost mastered 100 books. They summarized the 100 book for me. The summary, the important point for 100. So this year I will another 20 or 30. So every year I commit. Okay, I pay money. They summarize the summary of each book so that I don't need to read words by words. You just summary the important notes for me. Then I can master the concept, the mentality, the strategy in this particular book. So lifelong learning should be committed for whole life until you pass away. That is very important. Then, of course, earn extra income, part-time job, or even referral. Maybe you are not professional, but you have a lot of friends. You can refer to your professional friend who can offer service or product and you earn commission. Or some of my friends who work in a multinational company, I told them that, yeah, you're very good in programming, you're very good in project management. Then actually, after you retire, or maybe when you think you are enough, you can tender resignations and go out, use your experience to form your own consultation company. And from there, you can become a business owner. Okay. Then, of course, all the budget news will teach you how to apply the tax rebate, tax relief, so that you can bring down your cost, bring down your money, bring down your income, or the money that you need to use to pay the tax legally. Okay, so that is, do you know when they manage to match a successfully buy and sell a piece of land, the commissions is huge. Okay, 1 year they only do 1 or 2, enough for a whole year. Okay, so some people they really focus on as a referral for a buy sell for a piece of land. Okay, 1 or 2 piece enough for a whole year already. Okay, so that is how you earn more, spend less, based on 20-80%, and ask yourself whether it will, this spending will add value to you or not. Then you will reduce your spending and pay lesser tax. This is the cash flow planning. Then actually just now I mentioned Uber is a company that totally not own any single car, but they can manipulate, they can matching the driver to the rider based on the application alone. Okay, actually it redefined the whole industry. Even Airbnb also the same. Airbnb is not a property company. It's just an application or technology company, just to matching the one who want to rent a house and the one who have the house to rent out. That's all. Okay, so you also can redefine your own industry that you are in. Okay, so that you come up with a new idea, new startup. Okay, then you actually there are a lot of ways to raise capital. Important is your idea. Okay, now it's very easy to raise capital. Okay, now it's more precious if you manage to come out a good idea, creative idea. Okay, that is very important. Then the second part is about insurance planning. You and me, every one of you is having an insurance coverage. The difference is only whether you retain it with your own money or you transfer it out to the insurance company, and you still can utilize the leverage effect because your self-retentions using your own money is 1/1. For any loss that you incur, you use 1/1 to cover your loss. But for insurance company, the premium that you pay, it can be 1/1,000, 1/10,000, depends on what kind of coverage that you have. Term life for sure is the leverage effect is the most. Medical can be 1/1,000, 1/500. That is the leverage effect, and you no need to retain yourself. It's like in the fire scenery. You jump into the fire scenery to rescue people without wearing those fire equipment protection. Why you want to take unnecessary risk by not taking insurance and retain it with your own money? And in the reality or at the beginning of the planning, you should transfer it out to the insurance company. Why you want to take unnecessary risk without wearing all the protection? Only jump into the fire scenery. Okay, it's a stupid thing to do. Okay, and one thing that you must understand, insurance is a business. So when you need to buy, you need to buy when you don't need it. You should not buy when you want to claim. Okay, you will not get it when you need it. The moment that you want to claim, the insurance company will turn you down because they are business. If you have the high risk to claim, why should I give you the cover? So you should buy when you're healthy. When you should buy when you are not having any risk. I mean, when you should buy when you are not encounter the risk. Okay, you should buy at the beginning of the life or your planning. That is very important. Okay, so when you want it, you won't get it. because they know you are high risk customer. Either they will charge high premium on you or they turn you down. Okay, that is their planning. So in the insurance planning, it should be covered the 3 portions: liability, property, and personal. Most of us, we only focus on personal, on the risk that we're facing like death, TPD, critical illnesses, accident, medical. Then the property damage, loss for whatever house, car that we have. Then liability is the negligence. You mistakenly cause injury to anyone. Okay. Then accident or any comment from you from Facebook spoil the reputations of anyone. They want to sue you. Then that fall under liability. Okay. Now, Malaysia average lifespan is 75. Okay. Then the average healthy lifespan 66. So means that after 66, they will have a certain level of illness that needs some assistance. Then the Malaysia average retirement age is 55 to 60. Then from 55 to 60, that is the challenge that you're going to face is income. Okay, income and illness. These are the 2 challenges you need to plan in the insurance. In terms of coverage, for your medical card, it should cover at least until age 80, not necessarily until 100. Okay, if you can cover until 80 is quite sufficient already. Okay, medical card. So some people told me that we have private hospital. We have government hospital. Why should I have my medical card? Then my answer is, it's about choice. It's about option. If I have personal medical card, I have the option or choice to choose what hospital, which doctor, what kind of treatment, without consider the amount, without consider the budget. And I even can get a few professional consultants to choose the best treatment for me. Environment, doctor, hospital, even the room. That is the option. If you don't buy your own personal medical card, you don't have option. Okay, you need to queue out. You need whatever doctor allocate to you, whatever hospital allocate to you, you don't have the choice. But if you have, then you have the choice. Okay, then of course you need to have the standalone personal accident coverage, because accident is the top 5 death rate in Malaysia, accident rate. Okay, then how about critical illnesses? Okay, 36 critical illnesses, the coverage, the sum assured should be covered 3 years of total expenses. Why? Because when someone being diagnosed with the critical illnesses, he will be sent to hospital for treatment. They will need a medical card. After they receive all full cost of the medical treatment, they will need to rest at home. Rest at home for 2 to 3 years. Because this is the number we ask professional, the doctor, specialist. They told us that after you receive the treatment, within 3 years, we will know whether you fully recover, go back to work, or you become worse. Then you claim death. So within these 3 years, you need to rest at home. If you don't have the medical critical illnesses coverage, then you cannot rest at home. And even you are under MNC, multinational company, they will only cover you unpaid leave, unpaid medical leave for maybe 180 days, 6 months. Extra one is no pay medical leave. If you don't have medical coverage, you need to work. If you work too tired, it's very hard for you to recover. Okay? So then, if you have any loan with the bank, there is a concept called debt cancellation. So you need to use the term life to cover whatever loan. It's like your MRTA to cover your house loan. Even there is a MRTA for your car. Okay, so then for your life coverage, your sum assured for your life coverage, it should be at least 10 years of total income. But average, majority Malaysians only have 60,000 to 80,000 only. that is far beyond below the benchmark. 10 years, you know. Why? Because if you're not around, you still continue giving the income for your families for 10 years. If you have kids, then you need to quantify the youngest kid. What is the current age? Let's say your current youngest kids is about 5 years old. Then you need to count how many years for your youngest kids to graduate and start to work. Maybe 23. 23 from 5 to 23 is about 23, 18. Then you need to have a life coverage of 18 years of total income. So if you're not around, then you still continue give a lump sum for your family without compromise the lifestyle. Continue until your children graduate and start to work. Okay. Still remember just now the statistic about the healthy ratio until 66. 66 until 75 or 76. You need some assistance, either simple or intensive. So in here, you need to have long-term nursing, which is most of the insurance is not covering in this part. And it can be in the form of retirement village, where you can enjoy your lifestyle there. In the same time, you have a 24/7 medical support team to cover you if really needed. Okay, so also depends. Do you know for how much you need to spend in order to take care old men, old people? Per month, at least 2,000 to 5,000. 2 to 5,000. Very expensive. If the professional team, even more expensive. 2 to 5,000 is only hiring a maid or a nurse only. Okay, professional nurse or doctor even spend more than that. Every month, you know. Even a businessman, one of my friend in coma for 5 years, a businessman also cannot tahan because very expensive. Every month 5,000. Can you imagine? That is about 3 to 4 years ago. Every month need to spend 5,000, including physiotherapy. Then, of course, the long-term nursing house. Very expensive. Even the businessman also cannot bear it, the expensive cost for more than 5 years. Can you imagine? That time you will think that I should die earlier. But do you think you want to die, you can die? Not necessarily. Okay? Because Malaysia, we don't have a so-called, you can have a so-called, I think there is one word I forgot already. Okay? So that is the coverage that you should have. Okay? Then, of course, your travel. That is very important. Okay? Then whatever asset that you have, your property, factory, office, or like the flood. Okay? If your house at the flood area, then you should cover with the flood support, even the car. Last time in Penang, about 70-80% of the whole Penang under the flood. Okay, so can you imagine how many cars affected? If you have the coverage, then you can claim. It will reduce your loss to a certain extent. Okay, so that is the insurance meant for. So why you risk yourself with your own money? And you can use the leverage power. Okay, so that is very important. Wealth protections. Protect whatever asset, whatever people that you have, your family. Then, based on this fundamental, you go and actively create your wealth. Wealth creation, employment, business, investment. Then, also think about how are you going to distribute for your family members using a different estate planning tools like will, trust, assignment, nomination. That is the insurance can offer to you in terms of peace of mind for whatever risk, whatever challenge that you have in your life. Okay. So far okay until now?
Yeah, so we are cutting a bit tight on time, so maybe we can put this off to an ebook or something like that.
Okay. Okay, yeah, correct. Okay, for the investment, I recap or I make it short. Okay, so actually for investment, important thing is you know your risk profile, then you know your limitation, whether you should go for self DIY or you engaging the licensed professional. That is very important. If you have passion, you can self DIY. But growing towards certain stage, maybe it's time for you to engage someone to work for you because you're lacking of time. Okay, you are a super important person, busy family man, etc. You want to vacation, then you should engage professional to do for you. And that is the 6 asset types that you should own. Okay, virtual, immovable, valuable, patent, copyright, passive income, and paper. So just now I will share my case study. I focus on crypto. I also diversify into property. So I also want to buy gold jewelry, gold, physical gold. I also have book and some patents. Then of course my business, unit trust, REITs. Okay, and these are the 2 assets. Of course we cannot migrate to Mars, but I believe that these are the 2 assets that you can bring to the next life if the end of the world. Okay, if they fight in the World War III with the nuclear weapon, then it's the end of the world. We might not able to migrate to the Mars, but at least whatever experience, knowledge that you gain, whatever goodness, helping people that you do in this life, you can bring to the next life. Okay, that is what I meant. Then of course, dollar cost averaging still valid. Continue invest, but it's a prudent investment. And asset allocations is about properly diversified into a different asset types. Okay, that is very important because it's the main contributor to the return. Okay, because based on the research, actually, if you combine a few investment tools, it will reduce the risk and increase your return. Okay, so that is very important. You should not put on one only. Okay, so these are the asset allocations. This one can go through. If you are the person actively in and out, you might miss the best day. So you should stay invest in any kind of weather. Okay, so that is another conclusions. And a lot of time based on statistics, bull market is more than bear market. You earn more in bull market than loss in bear market. So means if you stay invest, actually you earn even more. So that is very, instead of actively in and out like trader. Okay, these are all the statistics you can have a look. Okay, then I think I stop here. So for for today, you can okay, later I share the link. Okay, wait. Okay, so for today, you can like and share, like my page, and you review it. What have you learned in these 2 hours? And I will send you a copy of my ebook. Okay, it's the English ebook about financial stress management. Okay, I already shared in the chat box. Then of course, if you prefer paper book, okay, if you prefer paper book, I just pre-launched my Mandarin versions. I also have the English versions. Then this is the offer that I give. If you $38.90, you buy one, I will free one. So means that you will have 2 copies with my signature, and I will send to you. And English versions, the Mandarin with the signature. Then for first 100, I'll buy one, free one. Okay. Then of course I will send to you. Then this is the link that you can register. Okay, if you prefer a paper book. Okay. So actually there are 3 types in the ebook, in the form. One is if you buy the paper book, I will give you another English version paper book, free delivery plus signature. If you want to join in the discussion group, there will be 100. There will be 4 sessions of the reading sessions, and last Sunday of each month, April, May, June, July. Then if you want the e-book, then I will send you the Mandarin and English ebook. Okay, but just now, if you like and review, then you will get it already. Okay, so this one you can, in the form, it will tell you how to pay. Okay, so that is, yeah, okay. So the last story I want to share before I cut it long, I stop. Okay. So there was one guy went for interview. This guy have 25 years of experience in this industry. That's why in the interview, we asked for the better package, higher pay, allowance, everything, the best package, whatever allowance he wants, because 25 years experience. Okay. After the interview, the interviewer put a one comment. Okay. From the conversations for the few hours until now, I want to make one conclusion about you. Okay. I don't think that you have 25 years of experience in this industry. Instead of, I feel that you are using the same experience for 25 years. So I want you to reflect yourself. Your age is also your years of experience. Okay. Are you keep on doing the same thing with the same mentality for many, many years, and you are not growing at all? You are not learning at all. You are not improving at all. You will know. Compare yourself. Now is better than last year. This moment is better than yesterday. Today is better than yesterday. Okay, so that is very important. And another last comment is the average, every one of us, okay, we have about 10,000 days average. Okay, we have average 10,000 days. And the difference between you and me is either you really live for more than 10,000 days, every day different, or you only live in one day and you repeat 10,000 times. Every day is the same. Which one are you? So ask yourself, how many years of experience are you in? Or you using the same experience for many, many years? Or you live in only one day, but you repeat 10,000 days. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope that you like whatever I share to you. I hope that I can add value from all the case study story I share in the class. Then hope you the best in your career, your life, and of course, in everything. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Yong, for that very insightful presentation on the ins and outs from investing, where to invest, to how to create another sustainable income like passive income. So this is the last call for anybody who has any questions. Of course, I'm sure you can reach out to Mr. Yong to ask about further details as well. But if you guys have any questions you want to ask in the chat, then this is your time to do so.
Hello, Mr. Yong. So we do have a questions here. So just now we have talked about financial planning, generate passive income. So we take the example as investing. So we have seen more and more apps, such as trading apps in Google Play Store, anything else. We have Okta FX, we have IQ option, we have on track. So there's one features that's called copy trading. So you learn, you say you learn, you have to learn from people to gain experience, to start to learn how to invest, how to trade. So do you recommend for people like us to copy trade from others? So because it's a low budget of investing, because we copy budget, we can choose between the range of the budget. So do you recommend it? So tell us more about it. Thank you.
Okay, good question. Actually, first thing that you need to know is you must make sure that this trading is authorized or not. It's a legal investment or not. Because some people, they purposely simply create applications or some website homepage just to fake you out. It's a scam. This is the first thing you must check first. Okay? Or you ask the authority or ask someone who around, or maybe ask for more information, take some time to check. Or you can ask the Bank Negara Security Commissions. They really, sometimes they can answer you or you can call. Okay? Because that is the first thing I'm verified first. Then the second one, I'm more towards fundamental. Fundamental means that I prefer to invest in the perspective of as an investor. Let's say a stock, crypto. I don't like for those like actively buy in and out based on the chart. Because based on the chart, you really must be a person very disciplined and apply the cut loss, which a lot of people, they didn't do. Okay, so it's not suitable for a lot of people. Okay, but if you really is a legal investment, then that particular teacher or speaker really good and this very experienced, have track record, then you can try because it's based on your interest. Some people really good at that. I won't say you won't earn, but some people really, but for normal people, it's not for normal people. I mean, more normal people, you still go for a play safe way, go for fundamental. Let's say you know what kind of investment really can grow, or some startup idea. You really feel that it really is the future. A lot of people will go for it. Like property. Actually, all the youngsters like you all also will go for property. That's why that is a demand. So I invest in property, sure, that is the, for sure it will be a demand now and future. Okay, that is something that you need to consider. And some of the stock actually is about, you are buying the stock as an investor. Okay, not for short term, but for medium and long term. Some are growth stock, some are dividend stock. So depends which one you go for. I a bit reserved for those speculations, buy up, buy long or short, buy up or down. Actually, if you're experienced, you really a person like really good on this kind of analytic and very disciplined, apply the very strict cut loss, at least not so tough. Okay, and you have a very good teacher to learn from them, and some more is legal. You can try, but start small. Okay, for most people, I prefer to go for fundamental, do the analysis and do some study, ask for some opinions. Sometimes I join some stock price, stock investment fundamental. I pay some money for that. How to analyze a stock, a company, a track record, because investment is not 100% statistic. Okay, some investment also a little bit about us. Can you imagine I got one stock, I just feel I want to invest, suddenly come up in my mind, and I do analysis in Saturday, Sunday, and I go for it. Then I earn 100%. Okay, it's really a good stock, but it comes suddenly into my mind. So that's why investing is not 100% statistic. There a little bit percentage is us, because you got feeling, you know this will become a popular. Okay, and it really do because of your observations, exposure, knowledge. You feel that this is the youngster people looking for. Then it's something that you can go. Like crypto, why crypto popular? Because all the youngsters, they like it very much. Okay, and of course, it's a trend actually now and future. That's why I force myself to learn, master it. Yeah, I hope I answer your question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yong. Your advice today is pretty useful to all participants. Thank you once again.
No problem. If you still have question, if we don't have time, then you just place your question into my Facebook. Then got time, I will reply.
I'm sure everybody who has a question will reach out to Mr. Yong through Facebook and just get more clarification. So now I think we're going to be starting the photo session. So if everybody could turn on their camera for just a quick second so we can take a group photo for this event, that would be great.
Thank you, Mr. Yong. Please bear a moment as we get everyone to join for our group photo session. Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
I guess a lot of people are quite shy, so we'll just proceed, I guess. Or I'll give like one more minute for everybody who wants to turn on the camera to turn on the camera. But we should have a memory of this event. So if you guys could do that, that would be great.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so I guess we'll start taking the photo now. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. First page. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yep. Right, so now we will go on to having the feedback form because we actually have a feedback form for you guys. And it's over here. Let me share my screen. So this is the feedback form. It applies to everyone. So everybody who enjoyed the talk, I welcome you guys to give us some valuable feedback on what we can improve, how the whole experience was. Yeah. They will be also sharing the direct link on the chat if you guys can't scan the QR code. Besides that, we are going to be sending the links to the book as well as the Facebook page for Mr. Yong in the WhatsApp group later today. So you guys can go there if you didn't click the Zoom link. So I'm sure everybody did the feedback form. Yep. So that is the end for our event today. Thank you so much for Mr. Yong to share your experience and also your expertise with us. It was really interesting to listen to somebody who was in the industry for so long. So yeah, thank you guys so much for attending as well.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Yeah. All the best.
All the best. Thank you, everyone.